3, 2, 1, action.
Welcome back to Off the Record, where we talk about whatever we want. Man, we are 9 years.
So I can talk about Eminem?
No.
Oh, yeah. You promise you won't anymore.
Yeah.
But he said whatever I want.
No. Whatever we want. You gotta include us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so
What
talk
do
about
we-
D12.
We talked about Eminem for like 15 minutes for you.
You're making her win right now because we're still talking about Eminem.
What do you guys think
don't
about
know.
Elvis Presley?
Elvis Presley.
Yeah, Elvis Presley's
We
sick.
call Eminem the Elvis Presley of our time because...
Graceland. That's where he was.
Fuck, I have nothing to talk about though.
You wanna talk about Eminem then?
I incepted you.
Why?
You wanna talk about that?
Why you wanna talk about Vegas?
Performed in Vegas? He has.
Whose side are you on?
I don't have anything else to
Is there
say.
anywhere else in the America states that you guys will be okay with moving to aside from Las Vegas?
Texas.
Texas.
What part of Texas?
The Woodlands.
Where's that at?
Where's that?
Let me tell you where.
Anaheim,
Pitch it
Woodlands.
to me.
Hills?
Okay, so I just typed in
Why am I so serious?
top places to live in the U.S. Like the happiest people in the U.S.
With zero income tax?
The Woodlands?
Okay, so
That
the
doesn't
Woodlands
sound very fun.
Okay, it's right next to Austin, but you don't gotta pay Austin prices. And you
Oh,
don't
so
have
it's
to be
Texas,
around
zero
Austin
income
people.
tax.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So
Hey,
it's
they don't
in
got no
Texas.
mountains in Texas.
Sure is
Okay,
flat.
and it's in like it's got like beautiful trees everywhere. It looks like the forest. Okay, but they have like a concert venue. You can listen to live music. They got a little shopping area.
Is it
They
country
got
music?
Gondolas. I don't know.
Gondolas.
Yeah, they've got
line
little
dancing.
canals and stuff. They have basically every house is my dream house for like $300,000, and like I'm talking, you get a view of like the canyons and like.
You know what's crazy?
wilderness,
So I've been looking up houses, right?
pools.
Nevada, you get like half the price of California.
Yeah.
And Texas is even half the price of Nevada.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I have both on my Redfin. I have Las Vegas houses popping up, and I have the Woodlands houses popping up. They both have my dream houses, but one's in the desert of like 107-degree heat, or probably more right now.
It's closer to family, 45-minute flight or
That's
4-hour drive.
Yeah.
How come you guys never talk about Arizona?
That's
in
even
Arizona?
hotter.
It looks hot. It sounds hot.
Are you
in
sure?
Arizona?
What are
Yeah.
their taxes like?
What are their that's all we care about.
That's what I care about.
What's the math?
Less than zero?
I think it's good.
They pay you for their
Where in that?
Alaska, they pay you to chill there.
I'm down to go to Anchorage.
I don't talk about Arizona because I don't have any ties there.
I like
What are your
Tucson.
ties to any other place?
So Nevada is
Tucson, Arizona.
so Nevada. I've been going there like every other year, you know, since my whole childhood. So I'm pretty familiar with it.
Second home.
It's like a second California to a lot of California people. And if I need to, my dad gets sick, I can fly to him really quickly, or I could drive to him. So that's pretty quick. Texas, I know at least in Houston, is a giant Asian population, very similar to the 626. So that's already home to me. So I'm like, okay, cool. If it's close,
And they're the cool kind of Asian too, because they're Vietnamese.
yeah, they're way better than the ones out here. These ones suck out here.
True. What's wrong with the ones without here? Like,
Well, these ones are kind of.
They don't party as hard.
they don't party as hard.
It's like like the Asians that me and Joe like to be. We're rebellious for LA Asians because everyone's all fucking all preppy and shit.
You talk about Arcadia Asians.
They're all contained, right?
Oh, I know the type.
We're trying to break free, and then when we went to Houston, we're like, everyone's like
so
us.
dope.
You guys weren't turning up as much as they were.
I
No,
love Houston
they were
Asians,
crazy.
man.
So yeah, so that's my connection to Texas, and then also Hawaii, but they do have income tax.
Yeah, Hawaii's too expensive.
Expensive.
So the pandemic changed things for me because before I was like, well, California, I love everything about it. Like I grew up here, the beach is right here, everything's here, but I can't go anywhere. You're stuck in your house like most of the time. So I'm like, well, if I'm gonna be stuck in my house most of the time, I might as well be in my dream house.
Might as well be a big
for half the
motherfucker.
cost. Yeah.
I've been going out.
I've been going out.
We know.
I've been going to the beach a lot.
Me too. I've been going to the beach. I've been going to the mountains. I've been going to other mountains.
Would you go to Texas?
Hell yeah, I would.
How are you going to all these beaches and mountains and saying you're so productive?
How do I stay productive?
Well, yeah, but you say like, I'm so productive all the time. I'm getting so much work done. But then you're also like, I'm going to the beaches and mountains all the time.
I finish work at 1. I wake up at 6.
Sick.
And sometimes I
good.
just don't do work at all.
It's like there's that one
I was gonna
too.
say, as a non-Californian,
right.
non-native,
The only
here.
non-native Californian, basically.
And Texan.
Right, oh, you too,
Basically.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not native.
What?
Wait, you said LA?
Santa Barbara.
Oh, I thought you said non-LA. My bad.
Different kind of Californian.
Non-Californian. Also, my dad
Non-Californian.
grew up in Carson, so.
She's a real Californian local.
As a non-Californian, I would say I wouldn't trade the weather here for anything else.
That's what I was telling
And
people.
I'm like, fucking Texas, way too fucking
Even
hot.
right now, there's a freaking heat wave going on.
Yeah,
It's dry as fuck.
but it's not all the time we have
Do you
heat waves
really
here.
care about the weather? Because do you stay outside a lot?
Oh, now that I have a fucking backyard, fuck yeah, I am.
Oh, because like to me, AC is like AC, right? So like
Yes.
for me, I've been to Asia in the summer, and if I'm a homebody, I'm like, then it doesn't make a difference because just AC is just AC everywhere.
But like we could drive 30 minutes here and then the beach.
But you could drive, and what if you lived on a lake? That's kind of tight.
It's still humid
So
as fuck.
tight.
But the thing is too, what is humid here is
humid.
not actually humid though. You know what I mean? Like it's like when you say you have mosquitoes, you have mosquito zappers.
You can't breathe over there.
But over there, like when you say you have mosquitoes are on you 24/7.
talking about Texas?
Yeah, in Texas, yeah. Like when it's humid, it's fucking humid.
All right,
When you have
Vegas it
mosquito
is.
problems-
It's dry.
Yeah, it's dry in Vegas.
East Coast
There's
is
no
so humid.
beach.
I can't live there anymore.
They make the beach in Vegas. They just build a beach.
True.
There's 20,000 homeless people that lives inside the underground.
Well, we're gonna
Where
live
do we
above
live right now? Look at they live above ground.
They live next door, actually.
Yeah, I'd rather have that.
I'd rather have them in tunnels, right, Gio?
It's like, let's keep them under there where it's out of sight, out of mind.
Let's dig tunnels in LA. We
Yeah.
can't dig out here.
You hear me? You know what I'm saying?
And I was talking to Gio about
Oh,
this.
fuck, that was
and
funny.
She
That was
brought up,
good.
She brought up a good point where, so I kind of like you, I grew up like going to the beach all the time. And then she was so to me, I'm like, oh, I would love to live next to the beach. But then she was like, but the beaches here kind of suck. And I'm like, what's in relation to like being in a Hawaii type beach in here? And she's like, honestly, like Santa Monica or Huntington Beach or any of those beaches, it's like a 3 out of a 10. I'm like, damn, that's true.
Yeah.
If I really want beach.
I don't have a beach.
Then
that I
I'll
want.
just go. I'll go to Hawaii like 2 or 3 times a
Yeah,
year.
plus you have to drive so far. You have to drive so far.
Not if you live close. Joe wants to move right
But
next
it's
door.
So I grew up in Santa Barbara. We're on the beach. Like anywhere you live, you're 5 minutes maximum away from
Yeah,
the beach.
that's even
I
closer.
used to live pretty close to the beach.
Well, here it's like
It's different, but yeah, out here we're an hour away.
freaking 5 freeways to get there.
Oh God. If
I
there's
kind of like
traffic-
where I'm at because I'm an hour away from mountain biking and I'm an hour away from the beach. And then if I was one or the other, I'll be 2 hours away. Yeah. But at least I have access and options.
True, I love the options here. You have all sorts of terrain. You have fucking desert, you have the ocean, you got the beach, you got the mountain.
You also have the option of federal tax or option of income.
But that's the price you pay. But that's the price to pay for the.
Let me get rich.
I feel
Crazy.
like boredom is going to happen no matter what. So it's to keep things interesting, you should just constantly move.
That's true. Like live here 10 years, live or 5 years.
That was always my plan. Is like,
We can't do that with a kid now.
damn, that sucks.
Yeah, don't have kids.
Well, now that everything's homeschooled anyway, or like however long the pandemic is, we don't know. But like how school districts are. I don't know. Are they as relevant now that everyone's just homeschooling?
True, that's a good point. But then at the same time, the kid themselves will want to have friends. So if you're constantly moving every year or so,
Fuck them.
they're gonna be a very dissatisfied.
Oh yeah, you'll end up like
child.
Steve.
Yeah, you need that stability.
I don't want Steve. I don't want Steve.
What's wrong with Steve? What's wrong with Steve?
He has
Childhood.
attachment issues.
He's pretty sour.
I have attachment issues too.
That's
I
true.
moved like every 3 or 5 years my whole life.
Yeah, I don't want this.
I didn't move that much and I have attachment issues.
Attachment.
I think everybody has a little bit of attachment issues.
Yeah. What is the definition of attachment issues? Do you have you
just a
can't
made-up
attach
word,
or you
bro.
attach too much?
I don't know, it just sounds
Different
good.
attachment styles.
Yeah. It's like you're too clingy or you're
dread-
like completely.
You dread the people leaving you, so you try to leave them first, kind of thing.
Oh, is that what that is?
But that's not
one.
quite that's not quite my version of it. My version is more like I moved away from my friends a couple times as a kid, so I always feel like I could lose my friends really quickly.
You better appreciate us.
I do. That's what I told you guys before the pandemic happened. I remember sitting right there in that chair and saying, "Man, we don't know how long we could do this."
That was during an episode.
Yeah, I'm like, I just appreciate all you guys.
Does all this talk about moving to Vegas then give you anxiety about your friends leaving?
Yes.
Oh shit.
But it's good. It's good because we're talking about it together. We all want to do it together. That's what I love about it.
And he has some friends there already.
Yeah.
True.
And you can make new friends.
I can make
Live
new.
in a cul-de-sac?
No more new friends.
I agree. Actually, I'm kind of over it.
No more new
No
friends.
new friends.
I'm making new ones.
You're making new one?
I'm
Yeah.
too tired for friends.
You're making
Yeah, how's your
some.
mushroom farm?
My mushroom farm's cool. He's a new friend and a new business partner.
You know what's my new friend? My ass. And that's why I like to take care of my ass.
Because today's video is brought to you by HelloTushi.com, baby.
I see.
Hi.
So it's hard to believe when we go to the bathroom in this country, most of us wipe instead of wash because
Ew.
Why is that hard to believe? Sorry.
a lot of people.
It's an average.
In this country, let me tell you this. In this country, people aren't used to getting water in their booty hole. They're like, what the hell is that?
But after I went to Japan, I became a believer because I had the cleanest butthole the whole trip there. That when we came back, we have bidets installed in every single one of our restrooms. So if you guys want clean buttholes just like me and it feels really, really good,
It does.
But for a while though, like a lot of us didn't get it because bidets are pretty freaking expensive.
Yeah.
It's just not worth it, just to like for your booty hole. But then if you really, really want a clean butthole, I think there is a more affordable option, and HelloTushi.com got your back.
it's only $79. And if you go to HelloTushi.com and use our code OFFTHERECORD, you get 10% off. So it's even cheaper than $79. Isn't that crazy?
Yep.
Like $8 off.
That's 10% off. So HelloTushi.com/offtherecord. Get your 10% off, baby. Happy birthday.
Especially when you have diarrhea and you go like 5 times and you keep wiping your ass and you have that bloody butthole and you look at the toilet paper like, fuck, why is it red? Guess what? You don't get that when you get a bidet because it cleans your butthole nice.
Take a look at your diet too.
You
Is that
know
what that is?
You know what I've been wanting to do, and this has just been my thing for like the last.
Guess? Are you gonna give us options to guess? This will be fun.
Oh, go ahead.
Are we gonna get a clue?
No, you wanted to guess. What
Bike
do you think?
riding, going to the mountains.
Owning a country, being a dictator, having a mud hut.
Going to the living style situation, living style topic that we were in.
I thought you were going to living spaces.
Living space. I legit always wanted to sleep over in a mall. Or
Me
like
too.
the camping
Me too.
section of REI or something
Yeah.
and just stay there. That would be so sick. Or Walmart or whatever.
Damn it, we can't guess. You're too wild.
Okay, so I don't think my dreams are that wild, right? But I do want to live part-time all over the world, but I'm always stuck between like this routine that we have of meeting and like having this thing going on. But then if I wanted to be lost in the sauce in a different universe, like let's say if I just want to live in Thailand for 3 months.
Yeah.
It's difficult with the lifestyle that we have, but it's more easier now than before because
You
of
get lost for 10 days now.
Yes. Whereas before it was like we're meeting every week.
Yeah.
And then we're just constantly on. So thanks to this pandemic, now I'm able to see that I can live the life that I want way earlier than I thought. Like this would be my retirement life. Like
Have you read the book 4-Hour Work Week?
yes, I did. And then what I realized was although efficiency is good, you lose the quality of a lot of things by doing it that way.
Really?
Yeah.
His is all about. Huh. His is all about like only like working like 4 hours, right?
Well, I kind of met in the middle because technically I work 7 days and that take care of my whole entire month's.
Yeah.
He's also about being the most efficient and then almost like minimum work, maximum result.
Yeah.
But the problem is, since you don't put heart into things, you can feel that there's no heart in the product.
Well, his thing is about putting heart into the things he wants to put heart into, like you were talking about when we were talking about retirement.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, like so he's passionate about traveling, about like doing like windsurfing and parachuting, all that stuff. So
Beating up
he's-
Chinese people.
Yeah, that's no.
Because he was a kickboxer in China.
He's doing a kickboxing
Oh,
thing,
right.
and then
So, yeah.
and he cut like he was like,
He became the number one
he was like I definitely can't beat up a guy that's been training for 10 years, but I can cut 50 pounds in a day. So he was like a 200-pound guy, and he's beating up a 150-pound Chinese guy. And he goes, I won the championship.
So his whole thing is to game the system and efficiency.
That's what I got from
And
that
so
chapter.
we all read it, and then we all did it. But then I think there's a balance behind it. But yeah, I met in the middle, and then I work 7 days-ish, and then I get my whole month's worth of income.
Yeah, it reminded me of that the way you wanted to travel everywhere, and also because his whole thing is like taking mini retirements instead of saving your whole life to retire at 65 and starting your life then is to take little mini retirements a few times a year where you're like taking 6 weeks and living somewhere else or even a couple months somewhere living somewhere else.
That's nice.
Yeah, which is really cool. And then like basically making your whole work life mobile so that you're able to do that and like having virtual assistants and blah, blah, blah. But it reminded me of that because you want to live everywhere. And also tax wise, I just thought about, I have this one friend that he only lives at his house 1 month out of the year because if you're gone out of the US 11 months out of the year, you don't pay federal taxes.
Holy shit, this guy's crazy.
Yeah. I don't think I could do that, but
Riddle me this. What if we combined our JK shoot days into 1 week out of the month? It's like 6 days total. Then you can be gone for 3
you
weeks.
take 3 weeks.
That'd be sick.
If you guys want to do that, I'm down.
But then you wouldn't really be up to date on news because
There's
you'd be
thing
like
of
a month
needing to
behind.
be up to date with news.
When will we ever be up to date on
I
this?
kind of like
It would make it worse if we did the whole 1 week shoot.
I kind of like where it's at right now because I get to see this is kind of a cool routine that we have where it doesn't even feel like work. We just get to binge, catch up,
Hanging out too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then now I can explore all the things that I've always wanted to for a very, very long time. But I think that the next stage is going to be me living like in Japan for a year or Europe for a year or somewhere where I get to be completely lost in a whole different world. Because when I'm getting tastes of these, like in Vietnam and all that stuff, it's mind-blowingly good for me. I feel like a hippie that needs to find himself in India.
Nice,
Yeah.
you should.
Would you ever do ayahuasca?
Maybe.
Literally reborn yourself?
I want to do it.
I would.
I'm not like curious enough to go, I gotta fucking do that. So when I have that feeling, I probably will. But right now, I think I'm more excited by going, I just want to live here and be absorbed into that for a minute. Yep.
How real is Vegas to you guys?
Pretty real.
That's how you guys feel about Vegas?
What's
That's tight.
if out of a scale of 1 through 10? 10 is we're moving next month. What's the scale?
Oh, I think it's just hard to say that because we have like brick and mortar business that have employees and stuff, and I think just planning that is pretty rough. But if we had that all situated, I think I could move in a month.
Whoa!
Move barbell into Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
That and then just making sure that my family's on board.
I guess the biggest thing is the
Yeah.
family.
Who do you have to convince? I'll help you. Your mom, your brother.
Good luck.
They knocked that down.
Okay, so is it because your mom helps with Taika?
Well, and just because she's my mama and I want her.
Okay, because there's like two different parts. Because I was like, if we had a little community, we could all take care of each other's kids.
I'm not gonna move to Vegas, but I want a reason to go gamble and visit you guys.
Perfect. We'll be there, man. I think.
But I'll
I think we're
probably
pretty
skip
close.
you guys and go to the casino.
Yeah, I'll be out of town when you come.
I know we're just gonna be like,
We'll just see.
Joe, we're here.
He has like Instagram pictures. I'm in Vegas. We're like, what the fuck? You didn't even come.
I'll know because I'll be playing fucking craps with this guy for $1.
We'll be there with fucking hazmat suits and masks, and then like playing craps and high fives and shit.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's crazy. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and he's in my pool, and I'm like, what the fuck? How did this happen? So I wouldn't be surprised if that should happen in Vegas too.
That's
Yep.
true. I'll be coming over swimming.
And then he leaves. I just borrowed your towel, and he throws it on the floor.
I can picture all of it.
I'm surprised I haven't been shot yet. One day I was just chilling on in Bart's backyard on his chair, and he hasn't even woken up yet. And I was just on the phone, and I turn around. He goes, "How long have you been waiting there for?"
That's amazing.
I didn't know that Joe was here yet.
Yeah.
So I was just like kind of looking out the front window. I was like, when's Joe coming? I'm like, I don't know. And I turn around. I'm like, what the fuck is sitting right there? So that's when I went.
That's funny. We didn't see his car or anything?
No, usually like the car would drive by and then like we'll get a notification on our camera and it'll show up on my phone. But it just didn't.
Oh, shit.
So I didn't even know he was there. Yeah.
Where do you get off barging into people's backyards and chilling?
I want to use his pool.
And he's welcome to.
Tight.
Can I do that?
Yeah,
No.
Can we all? No.
Just Joe.
Oh, just Joe. Okay.
I'll ask every week. I'm gonna ask you every
Okay,
single
okay.
week.
We'll probably
We'll wear him
Just
down.
come with me.
Okay.
if you come with Joe, you can.
You guys gotta be there at 6 in the morning though.
Fuck that.
One other thing I want to try is van life.
Yes.
Van
I
life.
think Taika would fucking love it.
Dude, if it wasn't for this guy.
Really?
You would do a van life?
Oh yeah.
What's wrong with van life?
I can't take a shower.
There's a shower.
In there.
Oh, then I'm in.
See?
It's not like the kind you
Not a
want.
luxurious shower.
It's not hot.
It's a rinse. It's
I
a
don't, give,
rinse.
I don't give a fuck.
You don't care?
Be that.
But
I just need
imagine
to be able to take a shower. That's
you
it.
open it and you go, oh, and then there's a lake right there.
Yeah.
I'm in. That sounds sick. I love it. I just need to take a shower. That's it.